Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures, and in today's video we have a Horus Heresy article. It's the 1st of February 2024, so make sure that you like, subscribe, and indeed hit that bell for notifications. And let's get into the article. Scout fast and strike hard with the Hot Rod Sentinel of the Solar Auxilia. Sentinels are extremely cool, and Imperial Quartermasters know it. After all, we cooed over the awesome Aethon Heavy Sentinel during the reveal of the new plastic Solar Auxilia range last week. But if that chunky beast is the hardy, dependable truck of the Sentinel range, today's reveal is its slimmer sports car cousin. We'll open that image up later so we can have a look at that. So this is the Hermes Light Sentinel, a true speed machine that carries potent weapons across the battlefield faster than a charging Charonite Ogryn. It might look like it's missing a few armor panels, but the stripped down appearance is all in service to its speed and maneuverability. This light and efficient Sentinel is a favorite for striking exposed enemy flanks and isolated command units, then melting back into cover before significant resistance can muster. Okay, so hopefully this is the image of what we have right here. It is indeed a lot more slimmed down. They've removed the side panels from it, the side armor. He's obviously still got a little bit of front armor, which is a good thing. You get a little vision port there. You got this massive, I don't know what this weapon is. Maybe they'll tell us in the article. But yeah, here it is. And if we can have a look at the preview of the other walker right here. Is there a side? No. You can see, I'll get rid of that. So you can see between the heavy one, I can't remember what they called it already. This is the heavy version. It's got a multi-laser on top, rocket launchers or missile launchers on the side, bunch of sensors and stuff. And obviously they got the heavy armor on the sides and obviously the top bit as well. Very good, but probably a lot slower as a result. Now this is the slimmed down version. No armor on the sides, right? No armor on the top. This person is pretty exposed. He gets a little, whatever that is, 2 foot wide lump of armor in front. And and he gets obviously this weapon as well. So I don't know what this weapon is. It is whatever that is, but there's a multi-laser there, I believe, to add some shootiness to it. So there's a lot, I'd imagine, as I say, a lot faster than the heavier one. We can scroll down a little bit more. They're typically equipped with a multi-laser for deadly anti-infantry punch, but can swap it for a heavy Hermes grenade launcher that trades range for versatility. A volley of high-powered crack grenades can even threaten armored tanks once the light Sentinel darts around to target their vulnerable sides and rear. The Hermes has a heavily armored, more aggressive sub-pattern for the elite Velitaris sections. Though a touch slower thanks to its additional armor, the Incursus pattern of the Hermes Light Sentinel packs an even more fearsome arsenal to make use of the Velitari's driver's superior skills. That was a bit of a mouthful. Do I have the image? That image? I do have that image ready to go as well right there. As you can see, it does have that little bit of extra side armor, like more than just that sort of 2 foot. You get a little bit of side protection. I don't think it's full protection on the side, but you do get there's a flamethrower, and I am all about flamethrowers. I don't know what other options we've got. Maybe they'll tell us. Scroll down. Yeah, we do. So let me just make sure that's all on the screen. It is. Okay, so the Velitari Sentinels are safe to support let me start again. Velitari Sentinels are safe to support the vicious frontal assaults that the Velitari's tertios are famous for, and harry fast-moving legions, Astartes units who could sweep away lighter Sentinel squadrons. Their searing Volkite calibers can be swapped for heavy flamers for close-range breakthrough actions. Okay then, so that is very juicy. Volkite, everyone loves a bit of Volkite. Obviously, flamers are the superior weapon. Maybe not in this game, but I do like flamers, flame-throwing weapons, etc. And we know what you're thinking. With a war machine as awesome as this, How could you stop at just one? Luckily, the Hermes Light Sentinel kit includes 2 models, both of which can be assembled as either variant. With up to 6 in each unit, you can fill out a hard-hitting fast action or fast attack or elite slot. Sorry, I do apologize. My reading today is even worse than normal, and that's saying something. Rules for both kinds of Hermes Squadron and the larger Aethon Heavy Sentinel will be found in the upcoming campaign book, The Battle for Beta-garmon, which we did briefly chat about in last week's video. Hopefully I'll remember to link it to top right of the screen, so you can potentially look at that. I must actually remember to put this link into the article before I completely forget. Whether I can do that live is a completely different matter. If I can do that live, folks, don't smash that like button. It's really, I did it. Evidently, that means everyone has to like this video. Right. That is all there is in this video, in this article. We've so that's from the previous one. These ones do look, I don't know, they do look a bit weird to me. They have missile launchers on either side and the main weapon on top. And obviously you need supporting structures to support all that. I just think it looks slightly weird to me. I do prefer these. They kind of remind me of the Star Wars, was it Scout Walker thing that they had. I can't remember if that's their proper name. Probably not, but whatever. And that is the slightly up-armored version of that. Slightly slower, no doubt. I'm wondering what else I have open here. Those are the weapon loadouts, yes. And they did mention the Ogryn Charonite, which are these things. This one here on the right, I've decided looks like... It looks like, what's his name from X-Men? And I've completely forgotten his name now. Once he starts moving, he's rather hard to stop. I've completely forgotten his name. What is his name? Let me know in the comments. What's up, Slam? How's it going? What's up, Java? How's it going? Blob. Not Blob. ATST? Yes. Okay, this is why I hate streaming on YouTube. For example, I'm looking at... Hold on. Let me see if I can go to just chatting and bless you with my face. Oh my god. It's actually populated with words. Now, for the life of me, I cannot change... It's saying top chat up there. I've used both the live... I went into the video and popped out, like the live watching video, and popped out the chat from there. Copied that link and put it in, and also done it from sort of the, back end side of things. And it's still stuck on top chat. It's trash. Juggernaut. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Juggernaut, yes. Chicken Walkers. I do apologize. I missed so much of chat. But we're a high quality stream here. It's allowing space for super chats. Yeah, well, the problem is this channel isn't monetized yet. This channel isn't monetized. We can't get super chats. We are still... Maybe click the drop down and... No. It is. Like, it's on my window. The chat that I've got the link to in OBS, that pop-out is on live chat. I can move it back to top chat. And then I can move it back to live chat. If it changes now, I will be very irritated, but, who knows. But it was the Juggernaut, yeah. I was thinking Vinnie Jones for some reason. Obviously, he played a great incarnation of the Juggernaut. It's very frustrating. Maybe having this live chat on screen is just not going to work the way I would like it to work. But what I was saying was, we're not quite monetized yet. We are. Let me tell you. I'll give you a live update on this. 155 hours away. We got close to it the other day. We got 155 hours, but we've dropped down a few more. Java, I believe, did make a good point. I did do some hobby vlog videos last year. I will probably get back to doing those. once work on the studio starts, I might do a couple in the interim between now and then. Basically mumbling and probably grumbling about stuff. But the once the studio starts getting built, then I'll probably start ramping it up, and then that'll become a lot easier to do once I'm actually able to do some hobby. At the moment, I've got a tiny little space where I can just about build some miniatures, and it's pretty uncomfortable. So I am gonna be making a few videos like that. I've got a Necron miniature I built, and going into March, we've obviously got March from a Crag. As I'll be in the States for at least a week of that, I'm going to actually start my March from a Crag in February. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, as long as I got to tempt you with the old Kickstarter link, that's all good. Wait, what? I missed that entirely. I see it now, though. Curses. Why is that link not working? Oh, it is. Steampunk, is there a merchant tier? Like, if there's a merchant tier... See, this is why I hate... I was looking at another merchant tier for something the other day as well. I've already got one of their Kickstarters, and they've sort of done a... So I did... I've completely forgotten the name of the company now. Either way. So they did a sort of Nurgle-esque style thing. There was like a Mortarion model version style thing and some things like that. And now they've done a Magnus the Red styled miniature as well, which is very juicy. I'm debating whether to go in on that. I don't know. I've currently looking at my delicious Google spreadsheet. I'm up to item 216 currently of things that I will be putting into my web store. They're thankfully not going all live straight away, because that would be an utter nightmare trying to figure out. So we're gonna slowly introduce them in batches of stuff. I obviously need to do some test prints and things to make sure the printers are still working. Unfortunately, all my printers, bar one, currently are like 2K resolution, so they're mostly going to be used for basically making bases up until the point that they die. They don't do replacement parts for those anymore because they're so old. And now we're up to 8K resolution, or 12 or 14. So yeah, 2K resolution. Yeah, I don't know. It's just pain and suffering every day. Every day I think of those 4 printers and think, I don't know, I'm really slumming it with that 2K resolution. But I will obviously use them until they. I'm not going to just trash them like some, person who can't cope. But I will use them for sort of bases and stuff like that. I will be moving on to the 8K resolution. It'd be great when they actually do square pixels, like rather than sort of, I say square pixels, rather than the rectangular ones, which seem most common at the moment. It'll reduce a lot of distortion, which will be nice. In this world of blocky garbage, it's like those prints they put out. It's like Minecraft. It's terrible. What kind of PS1 era operation are you running? I know. That is why. Yeah, it's terrible. I was looking at printers last night, so I was looking at the Elegoo Saturn 3 Ultra, because I like the word Ultra, and so that obviously makes it better. The Frozen Mighty 8K as well. There is a 12K option for that. I'm also looking at the Nova 3D Whale. God, it's quite a lot to say there one. They got the Nova 3D Whale 3 Ultra. Yeah. So Nova 3D is actually the majority of, like, I got my 4 old printers are all Nova ones. I think they're great because back then they were one of the very few ones with a built-in Ethernet port, and they were pre-leveled. So I could just basically, do a quick calibration print. I didn't have to sort of worry about sliding bits of paper around like a lunatic. I could just start printing. It was great. So that's why I'm looking at the whale ones, the Nova 3D ones. They are sourcified, pre-leveled. I've been looking at a few YouTube videos. It comes with a interesting system. Oi, oi, Jammy, how the devil are you, you saucy rascal? I'm going to have to drink some coffee, by the way. We are going to be playing Enshrouded over on Twitch today. Yeah? Over on Twitch at twitch.tv/gloriousbadger. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Say no more, say no more. It is also the first of the month. I tried to make... I tried to start a new stream goal, but for some reason it was... I don't know. I can't understand some of these things sometimes. It wasn't working out as I wanted it, though, so I gave up. But yes. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm really enjoying Enshrouded. Much more than I thought I would, because as I've said many times now, I know it's very harsh to say one game looks like another, but on first looking at it, my first impression was like, this is a bit like Valheim, which I didn't really get into. I didn't really get on board with Valheim. However, I'm enjoying it thus far. Yeah. Really good. FEC go up for pre-order Saturday. Don't forget to use my Element Games affiliate link, by the way, Jammy, like an absolute legend. And the enamel links I'm after should be on... You said inks, didn't you, rather than links? Excuse me. Should be on Element Games for my birthday, hopefully. Which enamel inks are you talking about? Yeah, you would have thought a seasoned streamer like myself would be able to get an Element Games. I've got to go into the. I'm gonna have to go into. What would you call it? The bot. That's the word, isn't it? The bot. Manually to fix this thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, it worked. Just at the speed of a startled slug. I don't need to do that. Oh, great. Thank you, bot. You're great. Speaking of bots, I do use PhantomBot over on Twitch. I have basically stolen Nikki's suggestion. Well, it wasn't a suggestion. I asked her, and the bot that she's looking at the moment or using. So I'm very tempted to use that. I have downloaded it, and as soon as I started reading, I was like, my brain just like went, So I do want to use that going forward, but it's going to require a little bit of setup. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. The streamer bot thing, yeah, exactly. It does look really good, and I mean, what sold it on me, so on Twitch, I've started using voice attack again to try and do commands when my lovely and hashtag appreciated a lot mods, when they aren't there, then I can potentially do say a command into it, and it could hypothetically do it for me. But there's so streamer.bot has an integration with voice attack, so I'm hoping that can do a lot of stuff for me. I don't have, I thought I started one of those bad boys, I thought in my amazing Discord channel, which I really need to tart up. Oh, I do. It's called Resources, and I've only got my affiliate link in it at the moment. That's all I've got going. Whether or not people can see that is a different matter entirely. But I do need to go through my Discord and do a bunch of purging and tarting up. A lot of it's unused and can frankly go. So we're gonna go through it, and I'm gonna fix it up and actually try and start. I am trying to log in there at least daily and type some words, which is a start. And there is my Discord. Yes, look at that. Amazing. Thank you very much, Slam. So yeah, Slam, do you have Enshrouded yet? Are you tempted to get it, or are you just sort of on the proverbial fence? I need to drink my coffee before I forget. Right. So that's Steampunk World. Did I see that one? They do have a merchant license. Oh, the early bird merchant license is expiring today. Ooh, bugger. Well, we're going to have to really think about that. That's a sweet motorbike. Very, very tempting. Very tempting. It would be great if they kind of slowed down on dropping lovely STLs and things like that. I think I looked at my mini factory. Is that the right website? Yeah. I think I looked at that the other day. And I have about 720 items in there that I can print. So that's fun. And now chat's disappeared again. Chat's there. I've got you. There you are. I honestly hadn't seen anything about it. Neither had I. This room's really echoey. I hadn't noticed anything about it. I mean, admittedly, I've been just playing COD. And 7 Days to Die and Hitman. I haven't really been looking around much. But I am enjoying it. Do I enjoy it more than 7 Days to Die? I mean, 7 Days to Die is a bit more first-person shootery for me. I like first-person games the most. Obviously, Hitman, not the same, but it is third-person, and I enjoy Hitman. But I think truly, first-person based games are my one true love when it comes to games. Honestly, I don't know if I have the time to jump on another survival type game. Played a bunch of Palworld when it came out. Might look into Valheim. But at the moment, too many other things to pick up and try. I completely understand that, Slam. Yeah. I think I might potentially get another... Like, when the Twitch stream takes off again, I will look into getting another server for a game. Probably 7 Days to Die to start with, but ideally something else as well, maybe. I need to stop my Patreon to Nom Nom. I haven't downloaded anything from them for months. Wouldn't be able to keep up. This is the issue. I'm still stuck on Bestiar and miniatures stuff. But they put out some really nice... I don't even know if that's how you pronounce their name. Bestiarum? I think I used to call them Bestiarum. But they've got some really nice stuff, and I'm very... I would regret missing out on... I know I can obviously buy it later, which is the issue. The only problem with Nom Nom is that after the month they make it the model... Oh, no. Even if you're a patron, that is BS. Hashtag in my opinion. So I basically have to get the files... despite how... Oh. I didn't realize they were... like... limited edition. That does suck. That does suck. I mean, I'm going to show you Bestiarums. It's going to work. Yeah. So this is their stuff. They got some really nice kind of dark, gritty kind of stuff. Thing is, though, I could easily just purchase these later. And yeah, it would be more. But I'm seeing as I'm not printing any of these out at the moment. Although I think they do have a merchant license I could get. So that is a potential thing. And I've been supporting them basically... I don't want to say since they started because I suspect that would be a complete and utter porcupine. But they've got some really cool minis. And yeah. There's no archive. That's yeah, it's such an unnecessary punishment. Like, they already got their money. Yeah, exactly. It's always bite the bullet. Which one's that? I'm not familiar with them. Please drop a link. In fact, I'm going to go to their very first page and see if... which ones of these I have. So I want to see how far back I remember get that. Okay, so if this is roughly their first stuff, I don't have any of these. He's in... Aspect of the Jailer is in their sort of joining up, you know, temptation thing. I might have the Broodmother. Okay, I think this is rough. Gorm the Destroyer. I think this is when I started collecting, signing up for them many moons ago. Yeah, it was this Demon Invasion bundle, the Demon Centaurs. That's when I started. Okay, thanks, Slam. The store directly. Yeah, so this is when I started with Bestiarum. 4 years ago. So I've got 4 years of... Oh, I wish I hadn't read that. 4 years of their stuff. That's a lot. That is a lot. Let me have a quick look at... However, in my defense, I will say, I think they do have a merchant tier, so I could jump on board and be like, yo, I've got basically their entire catalog. Please buy my stuff and help me offset it. Thank you. This is Bullet. I have not... I've 31 objects. I'm not familiar with these people at all. That's a strange one. Normally... Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I've got to get as much... I think I will do that. But the thing is, I've got to make sure that my 3D print store is at least up and running and getting customers in. Because I'm currently subscribed to two what would you call them? 2 Patreons. So that's like £60 to £70 a month for their merchant tiers. And obviously I'm not earning any money on them right now, so I need to make sure that debt is cleared first. Once that debt's cleared, then I will probably maybe bump up the Bestiarum stuff, because I used to sell them. I would like to get back to selling them. Highland. Okay, Highland Minis. So Bullet Town Crew. Aha. They do have some cool stuff. I like that Elephant Warrior. We just let's have a very... I'm rather cognizant of the time. Let me using the big words. Cognizant. I like this geezer, the Ogre Chef. I almost said Chief. I can see myself potentially... I got to follow these peeps. I can see myself getting a couple of these at some point. This is my most recent Patreon that I've subscribed to. So this is basically the old world style stuff. I will be selling all of this and printing all of this. I'll be printing out my own dwarf army. I mean, there's a dwarf on a boat. They got a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, yeah, I'll be looking forward to printing them all out. Saying that, where's my face? I got to get back to my face because I am aware of the time. This is another one of those. Oh, curse you. Okay, hold on. I'm not. Why am I not logged in? Okay, doesn't matter. We can fix it. Copy link. That link is absolutely horrific. My God. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. They got some quite cool minis there. That's the problem. There are so many talented people out there when it comes to like sculpting of miniatures. Does one ever have enough time? No. One doesn't have enough time. I mean, I've got more than enough I've got all the whole Horus Heresy stuff to do. I've got the Bretonnian Old World army. I want to do the Dwarf army. I want to do another army. I got Death Guard, Imperial Fists. I've got Ultramarines. Let's just talk about that very briefly. I am going to start working on building my first company of Ultramarines basically this month. And that's going to be my March from a Crag content. I can't paint it until next year, but at least I'll have built some of it, a good old chunk of it. Boo! Yeah, I know. I also want to do a custom army with taking a bit of I don't know. I want to do a little bit of a custom chapter as well. Cool Nurgle inspired stuff there. Once I can log into my account, I'm going to make sure I follow both of those. I've got them both on that browser ready to go. Now, they need to slap a couple of extra... yeah, they do. And I can use those couple of extra hours to sleep in and then use the 24 hours to just paint. Paint and print and stream. And eat some food somewhere in there. Just a couple more extra hours, that'd be great. But what I'm going to say is, folks, don't forget to like, subscribe, and indeed hit the bell for notifications. I am going to be going live over on Twitch in about 9 or 10 minutes. I need to go and get a sandwich first because I haven't eaten anything today. Over our twitch.tv/Glorious Badger. We're going to play some Enshrouded and all that kind of jazz. When I make my space game in Unreal, the main planet is going to be one with like 36-hour days. I'd be all about that for maximum escapism. No, I completely understand. Do not forget to lurk over there. I'm basically started streaming again, and we've got to boost those. We've got to boost those numbers. They're currently at rookie numbers. We want to boost them up as much as possible. And they have got the partner. No, not the partner. The Program Plus. I don't know. It's got a weird name, which they're doing. Which I'm going to keep an eye on and have a gentle look at. But saying that, I need to make more coffee and get a sandwich. I will see you over there. If I don't see you there, I do a Sunday video here, a Sunday stream, where we look at what's coming up. Didn't do it last week because I was away. So yeah, hopefully, if I don't see you on Twitch, I'll see you here on Sunday. Thank you. And goodbye.